Listener Mo with you on Six Music, and it's my great pleasure now to welcome, the man behind Blur and Gorillaz and the Queen Africa, Good, the Bad, the Queen and Africa Express, to name just a few projects, but Gorillaz, which is front of stage at the moment. Damon Albarn, welcome back to Six Music. How are you?
Oh, thank you. Good morning.
Yes.
That was a great tune, wasn't it?
Oh, I love that, from Optimism, Songhoi Blues. Yeah, good one to welcome you with.
Yeah.
I have to say, I am going to do this. I don't normally. It's a wonderful collection, Song Machine. I'm absolutely loving listening to the album in its entirety as a whole body of work. It just, well, I've been able to soak it in the last few days, and obviously we've heard the singles come out individually, and you've talked about it as a body of singles.
Well, I mean, to take you back to the beginning, it was meant to be like a sort of episodic thing with no real sort of agenda other than just put out music, on a regular basis, so it felt like you could expect something every month or so. I mean, the only kind of things that sort of got in the way of that being absolutely on the dot every month was the logistics of the animation sometimes.
Yeah, you've said that it takes Jamie. Yeah, exactly. I mean, he can only work as fast.
So hard, Jamie, this year. Honestly,
I just watching what's been coming out. It is a bit unbelievable that he's managed to do what he's managed to do.
I know. Well, I mean, he's had help, like we all have. But, it's a strange thing, but I think during the pandemic, anyone who's kind of involved with animation has just been ridiculously busy.
Yeah.
Because the whole kind of eye of the media turned towards it because there was nothing else kind of viable to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But as far as the album's concerned, we never really kind of looked at it in those terms. But I've got a really old friend, Stuart Lowbridge, who I just want to give a shout out to, who has always, he kind of knows my music. I met him first in 1990 at Dudley JB's. And I've known him ever since, him and Smog. Yeah. And he's always been sort of good at getting kind of running orders, like when we're doing gigs and stuff. So we gave him the tunes and said, just see if you can turn that into an album. And I just think he did a brilliant job, really.
He's done an incredible job. So that's it. So Stu basically took your...
It's Stu. It's all down to Stu.
It's Stu. I have to say, thank you.
You've got him to blame for this album.
Well, I have to say no blame, because it's a great listen. And I mean, has it worked out how you wanted it, knowing that was the thinking behind it, and now you're about to launch the album?
To be honest with you, I never really look at things like that. I just sort of get on with it. Making music has always been my job. And I'm very lucky that it's something which I absolutely love doing. So,
do you ever have a little celebration at home when records come out? Do you mark the occasion?
I think it's coming out on Friday. I think we're doing some Zoom launch party, which I've never done before. And I've never done really a launch party, let alone
on Zoom.
A Zoom one. So two firsts for me.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'll probably have a glass or two or something like that.
Well, I think you have to raise a glass or two. Yeah. I mean, the people that you've collected together for this album, the collaboration list is phenomenal. Robert Smith, I know you were on with Lamo last month talking about that. We've got the Elton John and Black collaboration we're going to play. St Vincent, Slow Tie, Slaves, Gold Link, Chai, who I played earlier. I mean, honestly,
was
that your? Keep going. It's a Six Music playlist. Yeah. It's a playlist in its own right. Was that a wish list? Did you have that?
I think you hit the nail on the head there. Like, it's everything is kind of consumed and absorbed and felt through kind of playlists now, especially with music. So. Yeah. The whole idea of the album is sort of a bit kind of, old-fashioned now, really. But it just happens that that's a byproduct of what we're doing now, which is, just continue in this episodic way. And really, I kind of sort of looking forward to doing season 2 now.
Yes. Anyone lined up for that yet?
No one whatsoever. I mean, that's the whole point of it. We never really have a plan. We just sort of start. I mean, the nice thing about saying, right, we're starting season 2 is I don't have to know what it's going to be. I just have to do the first episode and then see where it takes us.
In regards to collaborations when you've got people together, so I mean, for instance, Peter Hook and Georgia, or Slow Tie and Slaves, and like I said, Elton John and Black on the track we're about to play. Do you sort of think, well, I'd like them to work together, or have they expressed an interest in working together?
Doesn't really work like that. It's just a really sort of free flowing process. It's, you know, and the lovely thing about music, which I suppose it's very obvious, but it is certainly true, is that it's such a universal language, and you know, all you have to do is have kind of some understanding of that, and then you can work with anybody, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've had so much experience now since Africa Express and really throughout your career of working with just lots of different people. Do you find that the process of working with someone new is still nerve-wracking, or you're like, well, is it going to work?
Not nerve-wracking.
Reaching out?
No, it's not about nerves. It's just, you just have to be open, really, and be mindful of that, you know?
Mm. And I mean, I love that Skepta's with Tony Allen on the final track on the album.
Yeah, I mean, obviously that was kind of, you know, hinged with great sadness because Tony passed this year, and he was, you know, one of my dearest friends, and one of the best teachers I've ever had. Mm. But we got to do that tune with him, with Skepta, and you know, it's got its beautiful laugh at the end, so it's always going to be something I treasure.
This is a special collaboration, that one. And JPEG Mafia and Chai, who I played.
That's kind of a meeting of sort of different universes, but I think...
well, there's quite a bit of that on the album, isn't there?
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it, really? It's just to see what's possible, you know?
So I love the Octavian track, Friday the 13th. His voice is beautiful. The Earth Gang Opium track would be. I'm a massive electronic music fan. I love it. And Joan Az on Sublime on Simplicity.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah. That one with Joan was done like in, you know, really quickly, and just as her on guitar and me on bass, and that was really quick. And I like the way we just left it like that.
Yeah.
Didn't spend too much time on it.
Quite raw. Well, we've talked that it's hard to be live this year. We've got Song Machine Live coming up, the global live performance, 12th and 13th of December. So that, again, that's an online concept, I presume, at this stage?
Well, we wanted to somehow play the record, and the opportunity came to do something really new, with the live show, maybe something that hasn't been done before. So, I mean, fingers crossed we'll pull it off. But, you know, it's important to keep the spirit alive, really, whatever it is, you know.
I think we've got to keep trying to be live wherever possible. So
it's so important, and, you know, I think people have to be mindful of the importance of dreams, you know, and the creative spirit. I think if you're looking in a holistic way at the health of the nation, that's as, you know, somehow as important.
That is embodied in Song Machine, I have to say. Song Machine Live then coming up in December. We wish you well with it all. Enjoy the online Zoom celebrations tomorrow night with a little tipple.
If the internet works.
Yeah, exactly. That'll scupper you, won't it? Right, Gorillaz, Elton John and Black, now the Pink Phantom. Damon, thank you so much for joining us. Take care. Bye.